Four Seasons restaurant, the legendary dining room of New York's elite, has shut its doors. For 40 years, it created the power lunch. Everyone from executives to statesmen, moguls to movie stars. Deals were closed over some of the most expensive meals in the city. And you always had your own table, the right table. You didn't want to be sitting too near the pool. You were rubbing elbows with cloaked in insider ambience. Now, the storied original, dressed in its Picasso curtain, closed in 2016. It moved only blocks away, where it reopened only last year. It was about a $30 or $40 million renovation. And there it will close. This isn't a mere shuttering of the business, it's the end of an era. So please, join me poolside, won't you? Steve Zagor is with me, the former dean of the Institute. Good to see you, sir. Oops, good Lord.
Yeah, there goes where.
Can't take me anywhere. It's now. Why did the Four Seasons? It was an institution.
It was an institution.
What went wrong?
It outlived its usefulness. At this point, it had become a little bit of a dinosaur in a world that had changed around it. And the field was different. The people are changing. The whole texture of New York is changing. And it just was a relic.
But I went to the Four Seasons several times, and you could only have certain tables because other tables were always taken by the same. There'd be Les Moon was over there. There were the names themselves. There'd be Rupert would have his table over there. People would have their tables, and they'd have them there every day.
Every single day, and that became part of the notoriety, but those people don't come around so much anymore. And it split a little bit because, remember, the Four Seasons, as you said, moved. And so
that was the disaster.
That was part of the end. They lost that historic moment that was in the old location that had been there for so many years, with all the great art and the great pool room and all the stuff that you just mentioned.
Just look at it.
I know. I feel like I want to dive in.
The food, it was good, but I wouldn't have said it was...
No.
It wasn't something to die for.
No, it wasn't the food. It was the entire experience. It was, as you said, it was the regularity. It was being loved and noted.
The Dover soul.
The Dover soul,
oh,
exactly.
The Dover
right.
soul.
If you're thinking soul, there is soul.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how much of the scandal of one of the owners who was kicked roundly out and nearly prosecuted over sexual offences, how much did that tarnish it?
I think it created a real black mark. And there are people who will never go back there because of that. It just is not politically correct for them to do that. So it didn't help. You got an aging business with black marks on it. It had a really difficult time.
And they overspent on the new. There was, argument. So,
yes,
so tell me, where are people going now?
They're going all over. New York has changed. I mean, a lot of the businesses.
If we're not having candelabras and lights, where are we going now?
I think that's sort of lights out on the Four Seasons.
You're absolutely, that's
exactly.
it. So I will go somewhere trendy. I want to go somewhere somewhere powerful, somewhere uber good.
We're going to neighborhood places around where you are. We're going to your omakase. We're going to your favorite restaurant that might be downtown in the financial district, where all of the other powerful people go. You may be over here in Hudson Yards. It's dispersed. It's a little less formal, a little less centric. It's just changed.
So the Four Seasons has gone. The Rainbow, the Russian tea rooms are sort of...
oh, my gosh. Not so much.
Not so much.
21 a little bit is still going
21,
on.
the burger, most expensive burger in the city.
Used to be. In humanity, nope. But it's big up there, absolutely. But the 21 is definitely a power place, no question about it.
Where should I take you for lunch next?